interesting story that I was looking at, and I can't believe I didn't write down where it comes from. Um, but it's the rules are the boundary. Oh, maybe I saved it. Oh, I didn't. Rules are the boundary to to be physically safe and secure. It's relationships that make the boundary manageable. And this article goes on to talk about how um, rules are great, but they're just they're not tangible. That you have to have a relationship with, and this is where it gets weird to me. And
That
it
already
just
got weird.
well, it just sends off my spidey senses when they start saying that your child has to have and maybe they're coming from a good place, but it just sits wrong with me. You need to have a strong, safe relationship with an adult to make these rules make sense and to make them manageable where kids can understand how they work.
Okay,
And
so many things wrong with that. Number one, kids don't need we don't need to understand all of the rules and the laws. If we've agreed that this is how we're going to operate, that's all we need to know. So
mhm.
the idea that I have to understand, no, it's 25 miles an hour the speed limit here in this block, and then we go up to 35. I don't need to know all the laws behind that. It's written. I don't want the ticket. I'm going to follow it. The
Okay.
but the idea, okay, number one, rules and boundaries are not the same thing. Boundaries are the level of vulnerability that I'm willing to expose myself to in various relationships,
Uh-huh.
right?
Right.
Rules are like social constructs that we all agree to.
Right.
And we don't even have to agree to it. Someone has agreed it, put it in place. If I'm operating in this society, then I am basically, guilt by association, I guess.
Uh, yeah. Well, it just I don't understand the relationship part of it because I can't understand going, okay, so say I'm 5 years old and the rule is no running in the house with scissors. Okay, that's the rule. But I, of course, I'm going to have a loving relationship with my mom. Okay, great. But is that the only way I'm going to understand that you don't run in the
no,
house with
no,
scissors?
no.
I
And I
don't
think
get the correlation
that is
here.
one of the I guess incorrect thoughts, one of the logical fallacies that's floating around out on the internet. So like if you Google it, like you'll get all kinds of interesting things popping up with that same like, oh no, you have to have a connection before you have correction. What?
Yes.
No, no, you don't. You don't have to
Oh
have
no, I'm agree.
some
I know I
connection.
agree with you, but I'm like,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Because sometimes it's exactly the opposite. The more of a connection I have with you, the more I feel like I can manipulate you. Mommy, right?
That's where it gets weird for yes, that's the
And
thing that
that right. So this is one of those gentle parenting things that got said enough. Like if we say it enough, that makes it true. And it's not true at all. Like I don't have to have any kind of relationship with a police officer to know that if I'm speeding, I'm going to get a ticket, right?
right, but I think this goes into kind of almost that bigger and this has been a problem in education for a lot longer, I think, than what we're starting to see in the bigger world out there right now is that kind of what you were saying there is like this is a rule in the classroom. Don't eat in my classroom because there are a lot of good reasons not to eat in the classroom. Cockroaches coming out of the woodwork being one.
Right.
Two, you don't know what the person sitting next to you is going through, and that might be hell on that poor kid to watch you sit and eat because they're starving.
Or
And
like
let's
there
think about,
a lot of kids nowadays don't understand that seafood is actually from the ocean and not watching other people eat.
yeah, well, and then it's you don't have to eat all day. You don't, it's all constant eating. And so it's like I can have a relationship with my students and and that's fine. But if you're going to be that brat who's just going to break a rule just to break the rule, it doesn't matter what our relationship is. You're going to do whatever you want to do because that's what you do. But then it's always turned back around on the teacher, back onto me. It's like, well, how come you don't have a better relationship? with, so that's
But
not the point. The
that's
point
not
is
the
the
point.
rule is this, and you're breaking the rule.
And
How
the
I and you interact isn't going to make that rule different. Well, but it's how you talk to them, and they just don't
no, it's nope.
know.
No, no, it is so not that. And in fact, like I was saying, the closer you are, the easier it is to manipulate, and you use the that logical fallacy, appeal to emotions. If you like
Mhm.
me, then you let me get away with this. And like
Right.
the closer, like if I know the cop that pulled me over, I'm gonna be like, hey, yeah, sorry, I was speeding, and kind of expect more leeway because I have a closer relationship. I'm not going to respect the rules more because I know them. I'm going to feel confident in breaking them more.
Right.
So it is completely bass backwards, the whole idea that the better the connection, the better the correction. It's the opposite.
Well, right. And it's kind of almost like that. I should get away with breaking the rules because you don't understand me. You don't know where I come from. You don't know how, Mr. Officer, you don't know how nervous you make me. So therefore, I'm going to act the fool and not abide by any of your lawful commands. And I'm going to get in more trouble because you don't understand me. It's almost like we're giving society permission to act the fool because again, I don't have to take responsibility because you're not in a good relationship with me.
And exactly. And we don't have to have a good relationship to understand rules or to follow them. So again, it's a logical fallacy. The
Yeah, because
the
parents, you do have a loving relationship with your child. They don't they don't need to
no,
mm, just
no,
just
and
parent.
that just parent.